From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New Orleans Saints. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick throw to Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down. Here's Corral with it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Corral. This one taken in by Olave. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. And then proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Here's Corral. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here's Corral on first down.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Kamara up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints.
Drake London.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Curious to see. But it pays off with a first down.
look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Pollard going to try the right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. Yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And Corral will throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here.
Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Switching it up. Corral going to throw here.
Man open. Here's Jones.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Corral with it on first down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 12. Corral on 2nd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Let's look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He's got the connection to Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw again.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And only able to get two here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's second and 8. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, second and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tony Pollard from 21 yards away.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Corral to throw on first and 10.
And And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Corral sets up play action. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw here for Corral. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Corral, another throw coming.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 77 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And 3 yards on the carry there as this defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10. Their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you call.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner and coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner, not only to pick, but to pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why their attack was one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call, is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A man who's been busy this hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
that on the sidelines, there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and find another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, this is Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be a neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for New Orleans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.